Action.
All right, welcome to the drum shop. Last time it was 101, this time it's 102. This time we're gonna go over some tuning. As you can see, I got my drum already apart. What you wanna do is make sure you clean this real nice. You don't want any gunk in there that might be dampening your head. You don't want. It's a good time to be able to clean up here above your lugs and the lug holders. And it's also a good time to come in here and check the bolts. You don't want anything rattling around. Nothing ruins a good drum sound more than that. So while you have the head off, it's a good idea to go ahead and check all these nuts. Like I said, you don't want them coming loose and falling inside the drum. And you also want to take your hand, go around this top edge. If you feel any burrs, just take some 80 grit sandpaper and just lightly go around it. That way your drum head will be nice and free to rattle as long as it can. Because resonation is what you want. Okay, and then you always want to start with your head. I prefer Aquarian drum heads. They're nice. Make sure you sit this on here real tight before you even put your rim on. And then if there's anything in the way, you want to, like this, I got a leg in the way, so I'm going to lift it up. Then you put your rim on, kind of tighten it down by hand. Tighten each one of these lugs by hand. You get all these lugs down, tighten by hand. This will take me a minute. Just do them all by hand, and usually you have 8 or 9. How you tell a good drum is how many plies it has, how thick it is. These are 8 ply. The cheaper ones are 4. I do believe they have a 6 ply as well. Make sure all these line up. When you get all these tightened up by hand, and yes, my co-producer told me I'm missing one over here. Alright. And then you can go ahead and push down on the head a little bit. Push down a little bit. Make sure they're all hand tight. And they recommend a quarter turn. When you do your quarter turn, you're going to go on one side and then across to the other. Then you're going to go a T shape. Cross over here, cross over there. Just like when you tighten down the heads on a car engine. There's a certain pattern you have to tighten them down. That way they all kind of tighten at once. And you won't get any ripples. You got one chance to do this, so you want to take your time, do a nice job. Hand tight, quarter turn, and then you come back around and check them. Make sure they're all tight. You do the same with the bottom head. You hand tight, quarter turn. The top head's always thicker than the bottom head. That way when you hit this and you got a lighter head on the bottom, that's 2 notes. 2 notes make a chord. You never want to cut a hole in the bottom of your head. Unless it's, of course, your kick drum, so you can put a microphone in there. Now when it comes to the snare, you tighten this up as you like it. I like mine fairly tight, as you can see. Now if you don't like it so brass, you can loosen this bottom head here. This will give you more of a snare sound. The tighter this head is, the snappier this is going to sound. The looser this head is, the looser it's going to sound. You notice I got a 32 strand. They come up with other strands. 32 is like John Bonham. That gives you a nice deep snare sound. That way, when you play music, it'll sound good. Then after a little while of playing, you want to recheck these because these are like guitar strings. They'll stretch out a little bit, then you need to redo it. Peace out. That's all for this time on the Drum Shop. Thank you.